Right guys, so behind me here we've got my G-Wiz, and in my recent video you'll see that we had it wrapped in this funny green colour. Something else we had done was we had these Tesla badges fitted on the front and the rear. But I didn't actually tell you lot why I had Tesla badges put on the car, did I? From factory, this car actually has old lead acid batteries. They're not very good, the car's not very fast, and you'll know that I've done a range test on it previously, and we only got 30 miles on a full charge.
Total distance, 30.3 miles. Average pace, 3 minutes, 0.8 seconds per mile.
Which ain't that great, is it? So I thought what I need to do is try and put a bigger battery on the car, preferably a Tesla battery. And I went looking around online and I found a guy online that's actually managed to put a Tesla battery on his G-Wiz. Here he is, look, this guy here, Richard Mawby. Right guys, this is the exciting bit here. If you look here, that there is a Tesla battery. And that there is my G-Wiz. You can see where this is going, can't you? Yeah, so in today's video, guys, we're currently at VRS in Northampton. I've been speaking to Richard online, the G-Wiz guy. We're gonna get him down here now.
That's what she said.
We're gonna attempt to fit the Tesla battery to the G-Wiz. Let's do it. Richard Mawby. Good to meet you, man. So we've been talking a lot on Instagram and stuff about my plans with the G-Wiz, because I'm literally loving this car. Very proud to have it back in my life. And you actually converted your own car to a lithium-ion battery car, yeah?
I did, yes.
So hold on, let's quickly talk about you, right?
Yeah.
Because you're a very specific type of person, aren't you, Richard? So you don't actually convert G-Wizes for a living.
No.
You own a G-Wiz. You're just a bit of a hobbyist sort of guy, yeah? You like to tinker with things. You're living kind of off the grid. Kind of, in the middle of off the grid and on the grid.
Yeah.
You're a bit of a, you know, you're a nature guy. I don't know, what are you? Tell me. You're kind of in the middle.
A bit of everything, I guess. Like, I live a life with two extremes, I suppose. I like the technology side of it, but then I do a lot of wild food foraging and living off things like that. And
so you really live quite a basic, like, low cost lifestyle.
It is pretty low cost.
And that's pretty much where the G-Wiz fits in your life.
No, because back then, when I wanted to go electric, there wasn't much out there on the market. There was a Nissan Leaf that had the range that I wanted, but that was like 25 grand or something.
They're a lot of money.
And I couldn't put a tow bar in it to go travelling in, so because I had a sleeping pod on the back of the G-Wiz.
Amazing, man. So you actually go travelling in your G-Wiz,
I mean, you'll see it all, if I'm allowed to mention it.
Yeah, of course. Put a link to your channel,
YouTube channel
in the description below.
So everything that I've done with G-Wizzes is on there.
So I've reached out to you and I'm like, Richard, I'm a bit disappointed with the range on my G-Wiz. I'd like to get a bit more range out of it. We don't know exactly how much we're going to get with the battery.
These batteries you'll probably get up to 80 miles.
So let's quickly talk about the battery. So this battery here is Tesla Mercedes.
They're Mercedes Tesla cells. They're originally in the Mercedes B-Class, as far as I remember.
So how many of these do you reckon would be in a Mercedes B-Class?
I'd have to look at
quite a few,
quite
surely.
A lot, yeah, because it must be around 300 volts. I don't know. Most modern electric cars are 300 volts.
So that's essentially one pack of batteries, yeah. Okay, and the
actually no. This is just 4 different modules from a whole pack. So this is only a fraction of a whole pack.
Okay, but it's going to be adequate for the G-Wiz, yeah?
Yeah.
I'm very pleased. I'm excited to see the results. So the plan for today is to get the Tesla battery.
Get that all into the G-Wiz, take all the old batteries out, and get this car running on these cells. So we're going to have a run in G-Wiz today, yeah? Right, Richard, let's get on it, and we ain't got a lot of time. It's 25 to 12. It won't take long to get all the other bits out. You're confident, yeah? Yeah. Richard is confident. I pulled these things out in a part. You've done it a lot, yeah? You know what you're doing. Let's get on it. Cool, so Richard, that's the seats out already. Yeah. Well done, that didn't take too long, did it? No. So the biggest thing here is going to be weight gain, isn't it? I know it is, well, weight loss. Or weight loss, weight loss. Yeah, because at the minute, these batteries, these are the original lead acid batteries, they're mega heavy, isn't it? Yeah, they're at 265 kilos. 265 kilos. So the G-Wiz without the batteries is about 400 kilos.
Wow. So how much does the new Tesla battery weigh?
So they're around probably 65 to 70 kilos.
It's a lot,
Yeah,
a
it's
lot of
different,
weight difference there. So
But all of these are 6-volt battery modules. They're all wired in series, and just comes all the way up to this controller here. So it's a pretty simple design. So even if you're like new to electronics, you can tinker with it.
Okay.
But yeah, and then you've got your charger there, and that's pretty much it. That's all the G-Wiz is.
Okay. So the next step of the journey is going to be getting these batteries out.
Getting these out.
Lifting the new battery in.
Yeah.
Now we've already got a base made on that battery, so that should sit in here
yeah, that's
reasonably
all made
well.
perfectly. So we've just got to wait for the other parts, and then we can get it all plugged in.
Get it all in.
It doesn't take too long. The bit that will take the longest is getting it all like set up and make sure it's running fine. And we're waiting. We just got to get the seats.
Yeah, we've just got to get the seats. What?
Yeah, got to get the seat braces taken out so they'll actually fit over the top of the new modules.
Okay. Right, let's get straight on to the next step of the journey. Is getting these batteries out and lifting the new one in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah.
Let's do it. Right, this is it. Getting stuck in, guys. Right, so that's it. The batteries are now out of the car. And Richard, quickly, right?
Yeah.
The existing batteries on the car.
Yeah.
What kilowatt of power are they?
So these are about 5 kilowatts of usable capacity, because with lead acid, you can only use 50% of the charge. So whilst these are 200 amp hours, you can only use 100 amps.
So the maximum power available is 5 kilowatts.
5 kilowatts, yeah.
And then going to the Tesla
and
battery.
these, you can use 100% capacity, and these are 12 kilowatt hours. So this is over double the power, over double the capacity, but also these batteries are about 265 kilos, whereas these are only about 65 to 70, so you're losing a lot of weight.
So we're going to have more power and less weight, yeah?
Yeah, well, not power as in power as in...
As in power...
You've got more capacity, so you've got more range.
Okay, because the power for the car ultimately comes from the motor, doesn't it?
Well, it's the controller and the motor, so it depends on the controller.
Alright, so we'll be interested to see how much more power we achieve. We'll look at that probably in a later video, but maybe today. And also we've had to modify the underneath of this panel here and the underneath of the seat as well, haven't we?
Yeah,
because
we had to cut the angle out of the under the seats. There was a bit of an angle that sat between the battery packs, but because these ones go all the way across under the seats, we've had to take out the cross member. So it doesn't weaken the seat too much. You can bolt it straight.
So we can maybe strengthen that up.
You can maybe strengthen it up later once you have an idea of
where they need to go. Okay, so we have to modify that, and then finally the EMS or BMS as you refer to it, is like the management system for the batteries. Yeah. We've got a new one for the new battery.
Yeah, that's just down here. So this is the old EMS that powered up the old lead acid batteries.
So hold on, what this does is when you plug the battery, plug the charger in.
Yep. So it would help to balance the cells. But it would also connect to the. Well, it would tell the charger when to stop and start. It also had a turtle mode and all that kind of stuff. So
okay.
The only downside without having this is that the lights on the dash won't work. But that's why we've got the little voltmeter.
We've bought a new voltmeter as well, so we can adapt that to suit the new batteries.
And then that just goes in the old place.
So this has been specifically adapted to suit these batteries to fit this car.
So what that one will do is make sure that these batteries stay balanced. That one plugs into the existing charger, and it enables all of this to work with the existing charger, because the existing charger is built for lead acid. But this changes it a little bit so that it will turn off when it needs to turn off.
So it accepts. Okay. So it doesn't overload it or overcharge it.
Yeah, it won't overcharge it. It won't go into the whole. Like with the lead acid battery charger, you have the equalization and all sorts of other things. With lithium, it just needs to charge and turn off.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Right. So the next step of the journey, guys, is getting the new battery into the G-Wiz. Let's do it.
At least it's a quarter of the way.
Yeah.
Right, so what we're going to do is try and get this. Actually, I might be able to walk in with it if you keep the balance.
Sure, yeah?
Maybe not, because if I put my...
we need you, mate, yeah? We need you. Don't injure yourself.
You got it? Yeah, I've got it.
Look at that. Let me grab that camera. That fits like a glove, mate, doesn't it? That is perfect.
Yeah.
Right, so Richard, batteries are in. It's a snug fit, isn't it? That's whoever made that panel there. That's a nice little fit. Fits perfectly, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So the next step of the journey, Richard, is getting it fired up.
Yeah, connecting the positive.
Because we don't really want to get all of the seats in and then realise afterwards that this ain't going to work. So
No,
how confident are you feeling, mate?
No, I'm good. I'm just double checking that I'm not going to blow anyone up when I put this together.
Because these lot need Calvin.
That is the positive, that is the
They
right
need
side,
Calvin.
yeah.
Don't blow Calvin up.
But anyway, are we ready?
Are we ready? Drum roll. that actually should up a little bit.
It's just trying to get that screwed in.
I'm just watching your hair, make sure it ain't standing on its end. Oh, this light just flashed red. That's a good sign, I suppose.
But yeah, if you turn the ignition.
Yeah?
Yeah, go ahead and turn the
sure?
ignition. Yeah.
Dun, dun, dun. Oh, mate, we've got power.
The contactor's not engaging though.
Oh no, so we have a problem. So Richard, we're going to do that bit again, yeah? So this is it, the moment of truth when we turn the ignition on, yeah? Because something went wrong, but we don't know what went wrong.
No.
But
there's the contactor engaging.
that's the contactor engaging, guys.
And then if you put it into forward,
which is in forward now, yeah?
Yeah.
So if I touch the
you can hear the
accelerator,
fan. You can
am
hear
I allowed
the
to touch the
fan.
accelerator pedal?
No, because you'll run into the car in front of you.
Okay, and that's an Audi UR Quattro, so we do not want to break a UR Quattro in the making of the Tesla Wiz. So what we're going to do is reverse.
And then if I
Cameraman.
take the brake off.
Prepare to dive, cameraman. We have movement. We have movement, guys. I think I just touched the indicator. That was me. That was me. Right, that's enough. That's enough. Cut to the next scene of the video. Right, so the seats are all back in the car. The car is now fully back together. We've seen that we've got a little bit of action there, so it does work, we think. We've tested it all. We have not yet driven it, of course. But this stage of the video, we're going to flip the camera around. And, you know, we had wheel on the video, yeah? We've got wheel. Way!
Currently the laptop table.
You are the laptop table. Well done, Will. You're doing a great job of that, mate.
Trying.
Thank you for letting us invade your whole
that's
workshop
cool,
today, by the way.
No, it's good to watch what went on. It's really interesting.
It's been an interesting day, isn't it?
And to know, like, the weight difference is, like, ridiculous from the batteries.
It's
That's insane.
And you've got a lot more power in there than you would have done with the,
Yeah.
with the lead acid.
Crazy.
So we're 200 kilos lighter and we've got a bit more power. It's amazing, isn't it?
It's like two people. Two big people. Two big people.
Two big people have just been removed from this car. So this stage we're going to be doing the tuning, yeah? So you can actually tune this battery.
So this part, I'm not going to do what I did with my DC. I blew up 2 motors on the DC.
Dum, dum, dum.
But the funny part was, when I did blow up the first motor, I was on the motorway nearly overtaking a lorry.
Okay.
So that's how fast I managed to tune it to.
Yeah.
And then the motor blew and I had to get recovery. But
And you didn't get hit by the lorry, which is kind of cool.
Still here, mate. I'm glad you're still here because we
still
needed
here.
you today, Richard. We
right,
really...
so what I'm going to do first of all, did you want to zoom in on the screen?
Yeah,
while I
let's
do
go
this?
for it, mate. Let's go for it.
So first of all, we've got these batteries. So battery settings, that's set to max. This is in forward. So forward is like your boost.
Okay,
on the
yeah,
DC.
yeah.
So 400 amps is the max it's pulling. Forward max speed, I'm going to put that all the way up to 255, so it will keep going over 45 mile an hour.
So hold on. So
Is
this
this in
car's
first gear?
This car was restricted.
no, Will.
I'm not-
45 is the max speed of this car. We've now removed the speed limiter. Is that right, Richard?
Yeah. Well, not yet.
Wow.
Not yet.
Not yet, no. What?
Speed limit.
But if I was to
there
ram
we
it in
go.
my M3, it'd get to like 150, wouldn't it?
Actually,
Yeah.
there we go.
A little nudge.
If I do that, speed limit off. There we go. Now it's not speed limited.
So you've just removed the speed limiter
Yeah.
on the Tesla Wiz, yeah?
Yep, exactly. So now you'll be able to go over 45 miles an hour. If
Oh
you've got
my God.
if you've got a road long enough,
Mate, this is going to be dangerous.
or
Like,
just find a long hill.
Could we, on a serious note, could you put like a bigger diameter wheel on to try and get...
You can do, but you'll only achieve a tiny bit.
it's not a big difference.
No,
is it?
not a huge. People have done it. The eco side of it.
It'll slow it down.
I'll leave
acceleration,
eco as
won't it?
eco. So if you want to drive
Eco.
Yeah, if you want to drive carefully, if you've got...
So this has an eco mode?
Yeah, that's what you were driving in your first video and didn't turn it to forward.
Oh, right, yeah.
Was you in eco mode?
Yeah. But I was genuinely doing an eco drive, wasn't I?
Yeah.
Stop it. Just look at it, look.
So this is entirely up to yourself. It's at 100 right now. I can turn it up to maybe 120 and still be somewhat safe.
Well, hold on.
So the field map start, it increases acceleration a bit, but it also increases top speed. I don't know if it increases acceleration, but it does increase top speed.
Well, of course.
However, this is where I blew up my motors before. So
What were you on? When
I
you
was
blew
on
it up?
about 150 to 200. I think you could maybe get away with 110, 120, but this is where it's up to you. You're taking the risk.
What's it currently on?
It's on 100.
But 180 to 200 definitely blows up. So 120 theoretically.
120 is technically safe if you're not doing long journeys, but that's your risk. That's up to you if you want to test it or not.
120.
Wheels confirmed. We're going to go.
So
for
if
it.
I'll put it on 200.
So if you blow up the if you blow up the motor,
no,
it's not
it's
my
worth
problem.
the risk, isn't it?
Yeah, I think
Then we
it's
get to put a bigger motor in it potentially. Or
So
something.
yeah, okay. Let's
120 then. 120 should be safe.
hold on. Before you type that.
140.
No,
I'm joking.
120 should be safe enough, provided your brushes and your commutator are good.
Yep.
So I would have gone 110.
How's your commutator doing, mate? Looks pretty big from here.
I ain't got a clue what one of them.
Oh,
things
hang on.
is.
I need to set the voltages actually. Over voltage. Otherwise, you'll end up cutting out when you're fully charged. So if I set the over voltage to 58 volts is the maximum you want to run this to. Like this. So this is for regen and everything like that. Over voltage, so the car runs. I don't think they have an under voltage setting on the DC. So I nearly forgot about that. But you wouldn't have been able to run the car if you fully charged and went to try and run it. So that's good. I think that's it pretty much. So that is done.
Right guys, now I'm going to do the annoying thing and end the video right here. I'm guessing you lot all want to see the first drive of this car, but what I'm going to do is do that in a completely separate video. Me and Richard are going to jump in the car now and make sure it drives alright, and I'll let you know now if it drives alright. Right Richard, are you ready for the big test, yeah? Let's do this, mate. That's it. We're off. It's very cosy in here, Richard. It works! It works! We are going to leave the car here for the time being because there's a couple more bits we want to do to it. Firstly, we're going to need to lower the car because, as you can see, the height difference has changed quite drastically because there's nowhere near as much weight in the car now as there was earlier on today. Also, what we want to do is sync the volt reading meter thing into the dash. Is that what you want to call it? Yeah, because we've got a proper little volt reader thing now, a digital one. Sync that into the dash properly and get the steering wheel retrimmed by Control Customs. We're going to do all of that in a later video, do the first drive, do a range test as well because that is really important to see. Obviously that's the big thing that we all want to know. How many more miles are we going to get out of full charge in this car, all right? So I'm going to wrap it up, going to leave it as that. It's been a long day. Well done to Richard. Big round of applause to Richard. Let's get a zoom in on that smile. Where are you? There you are. Smile, Richard. I will put a link to his channel in the description below and to VRS in Northampton. Thank you very much for watching. Like the video, hit subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.